Hello friends, this is Bernard, a learning technologist. Today I'm here to give you an insight about the electrical harness system, which is one of the most important design or most important factor for any of the automotive or aerospace or industrial equipment or in terms of heavy engineering. When you see about this one, the first and foremost you need to understand is how this electrical harness plays an important role in a product design. And you know all that the EV market is picking up. Electrical harness is the third major cost of an auto. So now you need to understand how the design aspect has to be taken care. The first, it could be in terms of the virtual validation of your product. Because without virtual validation of the product, it is very tough for design the product, because you no need to cut the first cable without validating virtual world. So that's very much important. So that's the reason we talk about the spacing analysis or the spacing between these two electrical cables and the tubing or any other system of a vehicle should be taken care. So the first and the foremost requirement for you is to understand the standard components. Standard components could be the connectors, backshells, single insert, multi-insert, and so many shells. All these things could play an important role for standard electrical cables. And the number two is how you are going to store all these electrical standards in a library and use it for your design. So the first could be your project could be converting your mechanical components, that is all these connectors. This is an electrical device, but we need to convert it is a mechanical structure, so you need to convert that into an electrical device. So what happens in that case is you need to store all this in a catalog or library and then start using those those components while design. This is the first stage. So that means your project management plays an important role. Number two is all you need to do is use those standard components which you define in that stage one and start using that in the harnessing stage, that is on the design stage. So that means here you'll be more focusing on front to connectivity. That means from where to where you will have different zones of your network of electrical harness. So you need to understand that one. And for example, automotive will have lighting system, music system, infotainment, information, or doom light, or the power fuel injections, and the ECU unit. So these are the things which you need to take it up. So now, considering this, you need to be very careful in designing the harness cables. So from where to where it goes. So even a 10 centimeter of or more of cables could increase the weight of a vehicle. So just imagine for aerospace or automotive what precisely you should do it. And this is very much important in terms of designing the product in a virtual world. And then it goes to the third phase where you have designed the components and the harnesses are laid down in 3D, and you know from where it is been laid up, and then you need to give the manufacturer the flattened dimensions so that he can able to manufacture it. So it's a farm board format where you nail board format where flattening the entire 3D harness in a virtual world and show them in a 2D, and so that the manufacturer will manufacture the required cables. So why this is very much important is we all know that we are in a modular world, so everything is modular design. So any cables which it doesn't perform its intent, you can throw only that particular cable and replace by a new one. So that could be the biggest industry market which we are in that. So your design aspect has to be very careful. So that's the reason electrical harness plays an important role in design aspects. And so because without electrical harness, you will have the biggest challenge in designing this one. So even the production tape, all this stuff. So this is very much important for you to understand the three levels of your project. One is standard components, libraries, and second is all about the electrical harness, laying the cables, and the third point is how you're going to use flattening methods. So this is three methods, and during this period you will have biggest challenge of integrating ECAD and MCAD. So probably in the next video you will have more insight about this. Thanks for watching this video from Bernard. Thank you very much.